Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmie from Emmie Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, just putting that there. All right. Yeah. It's just so weird ass feeling. All right. This reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. Also for those of us who find ourselves on this channel without any Piscean anything. You're probably an empath and you probably need messages from your soul. So I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard was feeling entitled to you. Let me just get cards ready. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like when people feel like they're entitled to parts of me or, any of that. I don't. How do you guys feel about that? Like, if someone feels like they are entitled to get some of your time, your attention, like, what is going on with my hair? Let me just brush it with my fingers. Yeah, and wait. What? Oh my God. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. That's like the weirdest feeling. That's messed up. That's messed up. Okay, Michael's being snarky today. Okay, let me. All right. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This is like a mean message alert, okay? This is a mean message. Pisceans, empaths, we need to make some decisions here. Okay? Let me just put the cards in the order that I pulled them. Tells a whole story. It tells a whole story. So card number 25, release a dark wound and let love live. It's this like, why is it keep draining? I don't think I'm regulating my energy very well. Card number 25, release a dark wound and let love live. So Pisces, you want someone to let go of you, right? You think they're toxic and, all these like really negative things. They hurt you. You don't want them around. Well, according to Michael, they're tossing you back in the water. They don't care anymore. What? What? Is that what you wanted? He's being mean. Isn't that what you wanted, though? You wanted to be let go of. They're letting go. They have a bad opinion of you. So they're letting go. Are you okay with that? Yeah. So cheap. Right? I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess for some, This will be like a shocking message of what? Yeah, I guess they're letting go. But here's the thing. They always say they're letting go, and then they always say they're coming back. Like it's like this yo-yo of a reading that always happens. A big ass yo-yo of they're leaving you alone, they're coming back. They hate you, they love you. They hate you, they love you. I'm kind of at a point where it's like, who cares? Who cares? We could do drama with someone else. You really could. You could do drama with someone else. If you're one of I thought I was lactating. Oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. No, it's just metal string pulls. Anyways, scared me for a second. Oh y'all. Damn. Got flashbacks. That fucked me up for a hot second. Oh my god, let me collect myself. Okay. Yeah, I mean, someone needs to let go at some point. Someone needs to let go at some point. And if this is something that cannot like evolve into a friendship, and obviously it's not romantic, it needs to be let go of. It does. Michael's kind of confused. He thought it would hurt our feelings. Just goes to show angelics don't know everything. And I almost wonder if that's like part of the gaslighting that that empaths and Pisceans experience quite a bit, where it's like, okay, we're gonna let you go. We're gonna kick you to the curb, and that momentary like, but no, don't leave. Why do you want them to stay? I mean, I wouldn't want a friend like that. You know what I mean? If you think like, but we could be friends. I don't want a friend like that. I don't want someone who dicks my feelings around just because. Like I don't want a friend like that. If you think like, oh, we can work it out, work what out? Here's the thing. This is what I learned. If both aren't willing to work things out, it's not going to work. There has to be some type of reciprocity. There has to be some type of mutual benefits. You know what I mean? Like it's if it's just one person giving all the time, one person compromising, one person this, one person that. What is going on with my charger? It's going down even lower. I think I'm sucking the energy out of my laptop. It's okay. We're gonna be okay. Yeah. Card number 35, conscious connections. I almost wonder if there's other people that they're also, considering, that they're playing games with other people as well. So here's the thing. I never really did this, but I see this quite a bit in the modern dating scene. Okay. Which I haven't been a part of in like, over 20 years. So I'm just observing. Okay. I'm just observing. What I'm seeing is people are so insecure in how others will receive and perceive their worth that they keep multiple, contingency plans in place. They speak to multiple people. And it's just, I mean, okay. Okay. Yeah. Again, it goes back to this logic that I have that, if and look, it looks like they're already in a relationship checking out other Pisceans, other fish. That's just their vibe. You know what I mean? Who's to say that you're anything special to them? Maybe they just like the energy of an empathic Piscean. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's nothing in this. Okay, Michael says don't. I was, oh my god, he cut that shit off at the pass. Oh shit! I was gonna say, I make my veins pop. I was going to say, there's nothing about this that tells me you are that special to them. Okay, Michael says, don't. I didn't. I took it back, but I had to explain why I was laughing so loud. Oh my god! Don't, motherfucker. Are you on your period? You've been grumpy for days now. I'm just saying. So, okay, for some, you already know. What the fuck was that? For some, you already know. Okay, this has been beating you up. The thought of it has been beating you up for years and years and years. I am so tired of this topic. Can I just be honest? I am so tired of this topic. Why can't we just let go? Like, what is that? What, why the back and forth? Fuck, help us focus on like our personal growth. Help us focus on being more centered within ourselves, being, you know, like, ah, I don't know. I don't know. I've just had it with this topic. I've had it with this topic. I've had it. I've had it. All right. You know what? I'm reshuffling. Fuck this shit. No. Don't talk to me. I'm reshuffling. I'm sick of this message. I'm sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it. Okay? I'm sick of it. Shuffling all these motherfucking cards. Let's shuffle. Let's get the shuffle on. Let's do the Emmie shuffle. Let's fucking shuffle. Okay. So, all right. 1, 2, 3. He goes, why are you throwing the cards? Because you fucking pissed me off, man. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I'm fucking pissed. Let me tie my hair back so I can fucking fight better. Let me see. Let me do this shit. Okay. We gonna fight now. I remember I had just given birth to my oldest son. I mean, the stitches were still fresh, right? I could still barely just walk. And I have never been so pissed at a person before. And I knew this person that I was pissed at was going to be at the place that my husband was saying, you know, we got invited to. Y'all best believe, what did I wear to go to this birthday party with my newborn? I wore my overalls. Yeah, best believe girlfriend had her hair in a ponytail with it braided because I was going to fuck shit up. I did. I fucked shit up. Girlfriend didn't see that shit coming. She didn't. I didn't see that shit coming. I was like, oh, why did her face suddenly go that way? I didn't know. I reached out and slapped her so hard it reverberated down the street. Down the street. And everyone that was in that driveway was like, holy shit. Yeah. I was like, what is she looking at? I didn't know. And then it was my handprint across her face. I was like, who hit her? I'm not joking. I was like, who? Who hit her? It was me. Yeah, it was me. Oh my God, girl. Damn. You ever been that mad? You didn't know who hit the person you mad at? Turns out it was you. That's how mad I'm feeling right now. That's how mad I'm feeling right now. I'm sick and tired of this goddamn topic. Can we just grow past it, please? Whew. Whew. Okay. After the storm, allowing yourself to get past it. Okay, just, get past it. Just get past it. Oh, I wasn't emotional after having a baby. I was emotional through the whole pregnancy and right before it. This girl used to be my roommate. Mm-hmm. Bitch, please. Bitch, please. Yeah, no, I don't play that shit. She's lucky there were hella people in that driveway with us. Because then, like, so she, she was talking shit, and there were a lot of guys in between us. I don't even know how my hand got through. She was talking shit, and then suddenly she wasn't. She was like, I was like, who hit her? And then it was me, and then all the guys in the garage were laughing, and she was talking mad shit. And so I very calmly said, all you dudes get the fuck in the garage. Let me and her handle this shit. And she got real quiet. And I was like, let's go. I'm fucking down. Let's go. Let's do it. And I, I have my baby in the baby carrier. I had the baby in the baby carrier. I said, hold up. I was like, baby, can you grab the baby? I gave the baby to my husband. He's like, you don't think that was enough? No, I don't. Everyone go in the garage. Me and her got some shit to do in the driveway. She got real quiet. And then people were like, holy shit. And I was like, if anybody touched me one more time, I'm motherfucking calling my brother. And then everyone's like, oh, fuck. Yeah, no, we don't want to get our asses kicked for her. And then my husband's like, okay, then, let's go. Let's just go. Baby needs to eat. I was like, ooh, you fucking lucky bitch. So that was that, That was that. If you are sick and tired of something, your actions, your knee-jerk reaction will fucking show it to you. It'll show it to you. Like, we need more than words, more than logic. We need to follow what our actions are telling us. Do you find yourself cringing? I went cross-eyed. Do you find yourself cringing whenever this topic comes up? That tells you something. That definitely tells you something. Okay? I don't know if it's the topic. I don't know if it's the person for you. It makes me want to scratch my ear canal. I'm so sick of this shit. I am so sick of this fucking topic. That topic is a storm. It's a typhoon. Let that fucking shit pass. Take shelter in places that are safe for you. No more. Like, just no more. No more. No more. I'm sick of this shit. Card number 9. What do you feel? I said, I feel like I'm sick of this shit. This whole fucking topic just gotta go. You know what? I'm sick of this whole fucking deck. Just fuck these 2 decks. Well, let's pull something else. It's almost like feeling entitled to hear people consistently talk about you. All the well, I don't know. I'm just kind of like in my emotions right now. And I heard this from someone else. That all the motherfucking tarot readers are talking about the twin flames. Y'all can definitely confirm or negate that statement. Okay, in the comments, let me know if that's accurate. all the motherfucking tarot readers keep talking about twin flames. I'm just sick of the whole topic. Listen, Linda. Listen, I came into this life whole, as a whole being, autonomous. Okay? I don't need another, like, I just don't. Like, okay, let's go. Let's see. What are the energies like? Let's look at this. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, yes. Yes, Ganesh. Yes, baby boo. The infant Ganesh, remover of obstacles. Call on Ganesh to remove obstacles in your life. Like, I call on you, Ganesh. Gaga. Let's do this. Remove, like, just like, let's remove it. Let's remove it. This is not even avoidance anymore. This is like really taking full control of where it goes, the conversation. Like, fuck that shit. No. Okay. Padmasambhava, the 8th century Mahasiddha wild man. Intense practice yields great results. So someone's not going to stop. Intense practice yields great results. So I'm assuming for those of you who are categorically wild women, this is the wild man that's not going to stop. That's not going to stop. Look at him, all peaceful in his fucking toxicity. I'm just saying, like, bro, I don't care how peaceful you are in your toxicity. You're toxic. Like, when someone's toxic to you, like, you can stay in your flower napping pad. Like, that's good. Stay there. See? Have him stay there. He can just stay right there. That's fine. I was just thinking in my head, I would love to slap a motherfucker. And then this card pops up. Shit. That's a whole lot of fucking slaps. Oh my god. Oh, that's fucked up. Michael says this is a Pisces card. Look at all the personalities that come out. Look at that. All the personalities that come out. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. And then I'm being told all the fingers of all those arms are the times, all these excuses you've made up for them. Motherfucker. He who looks compassionately upon the earth, quiet compassion is sometimes the best course. So to me, that quiet compassion has more to do with you quietly allowing them to, like, rile themselves up and then crash and burn in their shit. You know what I'm saying? Crash and burn in their shit. Let's pull more cards from this. I'm really liking this. I'm really liking this. And then we'll pull from my Chinese shit talking deck. No, that's not racist for me to call that. First, it's called the Chinese deck. Secondly, those are my ancestors as well. And we do shit talk quite a bit. There's nothing like the brutality of Asian honesty. Okay? Y'all think like, oh, she's just so advanced with her, like, raw honesty. No, my mom used to talk shit all the time. It's just part of my culture. We talk shit. It's just one of those things. It's never really malicious. We just tell them truth in a passionate way. I'm just saying. Let's pull more cards. 1, 2, 3. Here. Oh, okay. Oh, someone didn't like that. Rahula. Okay, fierce planetary deity of the sky, confront the things that scare you the most. As many fingers on the many hands, as many excuses as you've created to explain away their behavior. For every eye exists a social media account from which to watch you. Y'all, this reading is fucked. This reading is fucked. This is like some Three Stooges shit. Like, start poking them in the eyes. You have enough hands to mitigate this shit. Start poking motherfuckers in the eyes. Okay? I ain't playing no more. I'm gonna teach you guys some psychological warfare. I almost inhaled my dirty chai tea latte. So we went over to the Black Hills Cafe. We went over to some cafe. No, not cafe. One of those coffee shacks. And my husband's like, "What do you want to drink?" And I was like, "I don't know." And then I saw the chai tea. I was like, "I'll have a chai tea." And then the guy was like, "Do you want it dirty?" What's that mean? Like, what do you mean dirty? Because sometimes my husband makes my coffee dirty. And then he said, "You just know, not like that, not dirty like that." Dirty like you add a shot or two of espresso into it. So needless to say, I like my things filthy. No, I can't do mud coffee. It's just I went and bought a bag of what they use because they sell the bags of it. And then I have another bag of their coffee. And I brew it at home. So yeah. I love, if you guys are ever in the Black Hills area, the coffee shop, I mean, I already busted myself out. The coffee shop is called Black Hills Coffee. Love it. My preferred roast level, as dark as it can get. The darker the coffee, the more attentive I am. Yeah. Yes. I'm not even ashamed to say it. So card number 16, Buddha Guardian of the North. Cultivating a well-rounded personality brings fearlessness. Yeah, I think you need to begin. I think you need to begin allowing more of yourself to come forward. I really feel like you need to. I think people need to see, and whoever this individual is, they need to see all the parts of you that you've been kind of like too nice to show, like the attitude. And before I switched on to YouTube, as a Piscean, a traditional type of Piscean, a lot of the things that would happen was if I'm introduced to someone, if I make someone's acquaintance, I don't want to let them see that I'm a whole person. I'll only ever let people see me being nice, being quiet, being helpful. And then, finally I got to the point where these motherfuckers are still fucking with me, despite the fact that I don't fuck with anybody. All I do is help people. Okay, game on. Game on. Let me call Kali out. Okay. What's her name, Pavarti? I think her name is Pavarti. Let's see. What was she known for? Getting on. Okay. Okay. Parvati. Yeah, I'll tell you guys, I really seriously have dyslexia. Parvati. The Hindu goddess of fertility, love, beauty, bravery, harmony, marriage, children, and devotion, as well as of divine strength and power. Okay. So that's all they've seen from you. That's all they've seen from you, the Parvati side of you. I think it's time for them to see Kali come out. They need to see how well-rounded you actually are. So this is not about encouraging you to become aggressive or combative for no reason, just because you can. That's asshole-ish. Don't be an asshole. This is about you allowing yourself to have a genuine reaction and genuine response. The thing that I shared earlier about the driveway and the old roommate. So she was, my parents had given me a house, which I didn't want because I was like, the mortgage is fucking insane. No. And then I was like, okay, well, I have a couple friends that can be my roommates. They weren't my friends, they're my husband's friends. I'm not even owning them. Okay. I'm not even owning them. So we were always at their apartment, like all of us playing cards, drinking, smoking, all of that stuff. And so I thought I knew them. And I invited them to come and rent rooms out of the house. So the whole house all the rooms were rented. And that's fine. And it kind of became the house that everyone comes to just hang out. Unfortunately, the master bedroom is downstairs, and like everybody kept hotboxing the fucking garage, which was right by the master bedroom, which was fine, whatever. That's fine until I got pregnant. And then I was like, that's not fine. You guys can't be hotboxing the garage. Like that's too much for me. You can still smoke, just smoke in the backyard or something. Just like leave the garage. Like y'all don't have to actually hotbox the whole fucking garage. For real. For real. If you guys just smoke and it'll leave a crack open for the garage door, it won't go into the house. And then it became a lot of different things that occurred. She would babysit quite a few kids, which were part of her family. And I love kids, except the fact that I could not sleep. Like I can't sleep at night. And when I finally fall asleep during the day, just for a short nap, the kids are screaming and stomping all over the ceiling of my room. Stomp on the other side of the house, bro. And finally, like I snapped and I knocked on her door one day and I was like, hey, I think we need to have some house rules. Like I feel like we just have to have house rules. I didn't cuss her out or anything. I told her we needed some house rules. Like don't fucking let food rot in the sink because I can't come in the kitchen. I'm highly sensitive to smells. Like it's just common sense shit, like respecting your roommates type shit. And then she didn't say anything. And the next thing you know, one of the kids she was babysitting comes up to me and says, oh, we're going to go to my grandma's house. And I was like, okay, have fun. And mind you, I was the one feeding all of these kids because she never would. Yeah. Like, why are you having kids come over if you're not feeding them? And then she moved out after that. So I was like, okay, whatever. Good. I'm glad because now I can sleep. And that's fine. And then I found out for several months she was telling people that she never fed her toddler, because she thought I would get mad at her. Yet you were fucking in the garage with me playing Pusoy Dos and smoking cigarettes hours at a time. Bitch, please. And that's what started it. All they ever saw was me being very, very nice and very, very docile. That's all they ever saw. So she thought she could do all of this shit, say all of this shit, leave my house a fucking mess. And I didn't ask them for a deposit because they're my friends. Yeah. And then she saw. She got Buddha palmed in the face. She got Buddha palmed. I didn't even know. I wasn't planning to Buddha palm her. I was planning to beat her the fuck up, but not Buddha palm her out of nowhere. Sometimes people need to see you are a whole person, because I promise you, after that one slap, We lived in the same city, and anytime she would see me out, you best believe she would fucking hide. I don't care how many people are in your group. I really, really don't. Because when I went to that house for that birthday party where she got Buddha palmed, those are all her relatives. They were all her relatives, all her friends. You can always tell the measure of a person if no one comes to your defense when you're in a time of need. You can always tell the measure of a person. You can tell. You can tell. Yep. Sometimes people need to see that you are capable of extreme fucking corrective measures. So they understand, okay, maybe not this one. Maybe I should pick someone else to fuck with. If all people have ever seen is one side of you, which is the nice side, the accommodating side, you can't really blame them for thinking that that's all you are. When you hide the parts of you that are not okay with the way you're being treated, when you hide the parts of you that are capable of defending you, people get a very skewed perception of who you are. I'm a whole person. I can tap into the negative just as much as I can tap into the positive, to the nice, fluffy, nurturing side of me. I absolutely can. And it's okay for me to not necessarily put on display, but be open to reacting to my environment and my world in whatever way is most appropriate for me. You have to give yourself permission. Another thing that I see the most in Pisceans and empaths is when you finally do that, when you finally speak your truth and let people know, all of a sudden you have to be sorry. All of a sudden there's that internal conflict of like, oh, I should have had more compassion. I should have showed more grace. To whom? Who needs more compassion? The person who didn't take your feelings and your needs into consideration? That person? And what if I told you their soul encouraged them to have this interaction with you, particularly because you could provide them that experience? There are many, many people in this world who don't understand the gravity of their negative, toxic behaviors. Why? Because everyone in their environment has not loved them in a healthy way, healthy enough to let them know, hey, you're fucking toxic right now. You're fucking toxic right now. Like, I was joking around the other day, sharing with you guys the shit me and my brother say to each other. And, he'll tell me I'm toxic. I'll tell him he's toxic. There's no condemnation in that. There's none. Half the time we're joking around when we say it, but when we say it seriously, it's like, I love you enough to let you know, like, hey, you got to pause for a moment. Your behavior, like, take a good look at it. Take a good look at it. I love you that much that I'm going to tell you this, let you receive it, possibly be pissed at me, but I don't care because I love you. I'm going to tell you so you have the opportunity to understand where your energy and your attitude is today. Some people will feel very, very entitled to you, your energy, your time. So long as you continue to cater to that, it will continue to happen. Let's make an analogy. You got the best green in town, right? It's just like high THC content. It's top shelf. It's top shelf. Okay. Medicinal grade, top shelf. Fuck yeah. Poppin'. It's poppin'. Making me spit. It's the best stuff they've ever had. Now, they know if they come to your house, you're going to smoke them out. You're going to do it, for free as a host. As a host, you smoke them out. You're my guest. I got you. I'll take care of you. You think they ever going to pay for their shit. I promise you they're not. I promise you they're not. Why? Why pay for it if they can just come over, joke around with you for a little bit, watch some TV with you, and I gotta go. Yeah. Yeah. And then when you tell them, okay, now I gotta charge you. Oh, that's fucked up. What about, I thought we were homies. When I first started doing energy work publicly, I didn't understand the value of what I was providing other people. Okay? I didn't fully grasp it because it's my norm, and if it's your norm, you don't fully understand the true value of it because it's your norm. It's just norm. Doing all this work for other people, and it's like, oh, okay, you can pay a complete stranger for readings and energy work, and you know my shit is more potent, more effective. You actually feel the lasting results, but you're not willing to compensate me even for my time. Not even matching what you pay for someone else's work. Because why? Oh, because we're friends. Like, I'm doing you a favor, letting you work on me. Really? Really? And no, these were not conversations that were had. These were just like the way the energy was playing out. When you let people, and this is, Pisceans do this a lot. Pisceans do this a lot, myself included, where I let people think because of the way I act and the way that I talk, you're doing me a favor by letting me do this for you. And I found myself saying that shit a lot. Like, no, you're doing me a favor, letting me do like $2,000 worth of work on you for free. You're doing me a favor. Okay. It sounds asinine, doesn't it? Hearing that from outside of yourself, doesn't that sound asinine? That sounds like really stupid, doesn't it? Yeah. No. Mm-mm. No. That's not okay. But when we condition people to believe this, when this is a type of dynamics we establish and maintain, and now this is the norm, no, they're not going to value you because you've already worked so hard to devalue yourself. Now they're just entitled to it. No. No one is entitled to you or your energy. No. Like, I don't know if y'all are aware the type of body work my brother does. Like, he can literally transform your body, like, within a matter of hours. Within a matter of hours, he created his own system of body work where he can actually get rid of your fat cells. And it's not the freezing type. He works with high level athletes, and he can, like, let me show y'all. Y'all need to see this shit, okay? The gravity of his work. Hold on. do. Okay, let me mute this because it should be loud. Okay. Oops. No. Okay, so here's one. This person had a messed up shoulder, right? Reset him, got him back straight. I currently have a fucked up. I'm trying to correct myself. But let me show you the look at this. Look at this shit. Okay? You got botched, uneven shit. You got work done. It's uneven. He'll fix it. He works with top athletes. Okay? He works with top athletes. Let me show you. Look at this shit. This is like what, within an hour? Oh, 3 hours. 3 hours. He can get rid of stretch marks. He can tighten your skin. All this shit I want. I want. Look, what else? What else? Show me what else. I'm just saying. He did me before to my to tighten it up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Okay? He taught himself all of this. So, what am I trying to say? Why am I showing you guys this? Look at this. I need some of that. You see that? Before and after. Look at that shit. That's like an hour? No, he doesn't do facelifts. He doesn't do facelifts. He understands the physical body to the degree that I understand the etheric and luminous bodies. We have equal level of gifts. His is physical, mine is energy. So, why am I showing you guys this? Because I never asked him to do this for me. Why? I understand the value. I have no entitlement to this. I know he would never accept payment from me for this because of, he feels very grateful for the ways in which I've been helping him without any question. And he would never accept payment for it. So then what happens? He has to offer it. He has to be like, hey, get on the table. We're going to work on you. Yeah. We're going to work on you. If people value what you do, I mean, this is my brother. You know what I mean? I want to take one of his. I was like, do you really need all these machines? When I was packing everything so we could move, I was like, do you really need all these machines? He goes, I know what the fuck you're thinking. I know how many is there. What? He goes, I know how many is there. Don't be fucking taking my shit. These machines are expensive, okay? I'm just saying. Hey, you don't need all of them. Yeah, he do. He needs all of them. But here's the thing. When someone truly values what you do, understands the gravity of the quality of your work, they will act like it. Okay? They will act like it. They will not feel entitled. They just won't. They won't. They won't feel like you owe them something. And even if you offer, unless there's a true need, they're not just going to keep taking you up on it. They're just going to be like, I remember years ago, my girlfriends were like, you can just be our friend. Because I kept offering shit and they're like, you could just be our friend. You don't have to like keep giving shit. Like you could just be our friend. And that's how I knew they're real friends. Like they're real friends. I was still in a period where I was totally like, I have to overgive or people are going to think I'm selfish and greedy. Well, you know what? Even if you overgive, the people who are consumers, bottomless fucking pits of consumption, there are people like that in this world. Okay? Be honest with yourself about who's standing in front of you. If they are a bottomless pit of consumption, there is not enough that you will do to satisfy them. As much as you do, they will want more. And when you do more, they will expect more. To the point where you're drained. And when you can no longer give, why are you being like that? Like, God, you never help. Really? 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 Never? That's a surefire way to get cut the fuck out of my life forever. Everyone that I allow to be a part of my life, I know for a fact To this day, I still go out of my way to help, to be present. Might not be for everything, but as much as I possibly can. And sometimes, even when I can't, I still try so fucking hard. At my core, I will always be a people pleaser. That's okay. That's okay. As long as I understand that's where I'm at and that I need to regulate that. I don't have to be something that I'm not. You're not being encouraged to pretend that you don't care, that you're not going to help, that you're not someone who loves to that degree, even when it's not reciprocated. It's okay for you to be who you are. But if that's who you are, you need to also regulate it. You need to make sure that you don't do this for just anybody. It has to be someone that your soul is telling you you have to do this for. You have to have some standards. You just do. Because there will never be a shortage of people who feel entitled to you, your gifts, your resources, your time, your life. There will never be a shortage of that. There just never will. And if you're going to sit there and tell me like, well, no, that's not true, Emmie, because I have no one in my life. Is it because no one wants to be around you, or is it because you've been so traumatized that now you won't let anyone in? There are differences. There are levels to this. Know what level you're on. Okay? Know what level you are on. Understand yourself to that degree where you know, okay, here I go again. Here I go again, doing my shit like I always do. That's okay. This is who I am. But does this person really need help, or do they prefer? Because there's a difference. Do they prefer that I do this for them? Or do they really need help doing this? You know? Ooh. So, in the realm of the Eastern Pure Lands, objective, focused observation illuminates the truth. Damn! Was I not just talking about this? Was I not just talking about this? This person kept popping up in my mind. It's someone that I blocked from all social media a few years back. And I had befriended them. And I felt like they really had no one in their life. And so I'd made myself available to always chat. And there were so many different things that I was trying to encourage and empower them through. And this went on for like a year and a half, maybe 2 years, something like that. And I realized after a certain point that all our conversations were ever only about them, what they need, and there was no reciprocity there. It was just consume, 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 take, take, take. And it was fine because I was offering. You know what I mean? So I rationalized, well, I'm offering, so I can't really hold it against them. And you want to know what the point was? Where I realized this is fucking bullshit. You're not a friend. You're fucking demon whore. You guys want to know when I reached that point? You want to know when? When one day, this motherfucker messaged me asking me to flirt with someone who is in an organized family, because that person has an Asian fetish and he wants to get information. No. Why would you ask me to get involved with that type of person? And then you're asking me, knowing they have an Asian fetish, what the fuck are you asking me to do? Like, I'm like, no. I'm cool with you, but no. I'm not fucking doing none of that shit. Nope. And you know what the response was? You never help when I need you to help. I never help when you need me to help. Did you not text me like a year ago? Because you were in police custody and they couldn't understand why you were degrading. So they went and did a CAT scan of your brain and fucking found a mass in there and said you had like a couple weeks to a month to live. Did you not text me that? And did I not remove that fucking mass from your brain? And you're still alive? And now they don't know where the mass went? I never fucking do shit for you? Good. All right. Now you're fucking blocked. And the girlfriend messaging, oh, no. He had a concussion. I don't give a shit. Go take care of him. I don't give a shit. Cross the line. When people cross a line with you, you have to stop caring how your reaction will affect them. They're not entitled to you like that. I wouldn't even do that shit for my kid. Are you kidding me? Like, you want me to start an online relationship with someone in a familia? Really lost your caca ass mind. Let people lose their mind on their own. Fuck that. Fuck that. Obviously, that's an extreme example. But when have people asked you in your life for ridiculous shit and expect you to do it because you're a nice person? No. 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 You don't have to do shit. What you need to do is take care of yourself. What you need to do is get yourself right with yourself. All of that care you're providing other people is the care you should be providing yourself. But you don't give yourself permission to, because why? Because so many other people need help. It don't matter what those other people need. You hear me? It don't matter what those other people need. Those other people need to fucking talk to Jesus. Those other people need a mother. You can go to Jesus's mom. Go to the Virgin Mary. She'll put up with your shit. You don't have to put up with their shit. Tell them to find God. Like, fuck no. People be too much with you and you let them think it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. It's not. And then he used another account to message me like, it's not like I'm asking you to have sex, just like play along. No, are you fucking stupid? How about this? How about this? All the energy that I gifted you to shrink that, how about I reclaim what's rightfully mine and leave you the fuck alone? How about that? Not wish you harm. Not do anything malicious. Not hope you get sick again. But just take my shit back and use it for myself to heal the wound you created. How about that? How about that? Because that's well within your right. Whatever energy you use on other people, you can call it back to you. I wouldn't do it to be malicious, but you can call it back to you. You can be like, no, I really don't want any more connection with you, like at all. Let me just call it back. Let me just call it back. Let me just, live my life, let you live your life, and leave it at that. Like, deuces. All right. So the Magician, what you identify with becomes who you are. There you go. If you identify as nothing more than something people can use, there you go. If you identify as nothing more than an instrument to provide what people prefer, not even what they need, but what they prefer in their life, then that's what you'll be. That's what you'll be. That can be applied to every single person and situation. What you identify with becomes who you are. Wisdom Lake Queen. Celebrate the creative feminine energy and the vitality of life. For everything that you embody and that you recognize, acknowledge, you also have the opposing polarity within you. As bright as my light is, my darkness is equally as dark. I'm wondering if we continue to give and give and give in disproportionate amounts because we know how much we should actually have on some level. We know how much we deserve, and we're ashamed of it. Our programming causes us to be ashamed of it. Why? 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 Why are you ashamed that creation has set something aside just for you? Why? Because you were told by someone? Well, what if I told you the people who say these things are the very people who wish they had what you have? Let that really just marinate in that gray matter. They wish. I saw someone's post, my nose. I saw someone's post about, what was it, Jeff Bezos, whatever, the Amazon guy. Someone just months ago, they were like, he is so ridiculously rich. We all need to stop buying from Amazon and we have to stop making Jeff Bezos more rich. You want to be rich? Is that what it is? You want his level of wealth. But because you don't believe you deserve that, you don't believe you can achieve that, the next best thing is going out of your way to try and stop someone else's wealth. That's obnoxious. That's obnoxious. That is just obnoxious. Now, because Oprah's really wealthy, it's one thing for you to be like, oh, Oprah is just so wealthy and, that's just too greedy. We need to take her wealth from her. We shouldn't support her anymore. And she's just like, she's gotten too wealthy. I mean, that's one thing. Okay. That's fucking asinine. And it's a whole nother thing to be like, hey, it's coming out that Oprah is associated with like really criminal type monster of people. And if you can keep that kind of company, I kind of don't think I should be supporting you because now I don't know what you're using that wealth on. And I don't want to be part of the bankrolling of like whatever the fuck your friends are doing. You know what I mean? Those are two different things. One is about like not wanting to support someone who could potentially be or has proven to be immoral, horrendous, monstrous. You know what I mean? And then the other is like, well, I don't want you to be rich because I'm not rich. I'm sorry, what? Yeah. Yeah. Everyone wants what they don't want to work for. Tell me how to make sense of that. Everyone wants what they don't want to work for, and they will vilify you regardless of whether you have worked for what you have, just because they don't have it. They are not entitled to your birthright. And just because it is your birthright does not mean it's going to be given to you. You have to earn your maturity before you can access that gift. See, I'm noticing there's different types of rich parents, right? There are those who will just give to their offspring because they can. And then what I've seen is these offspring act entitled. They're just like rotten as fuck people, right? And they think it's okay because they're wealthy. They can afford it. One that I've seen in the past, I don't remember any other names. Do you know Greasy Bear? What's his name? Brandon Davis? I don't know. Fuck. He just always looked greasy, and he was consistently photographed and videographed with Paris Hilton years ago. Yeah, he seems like a dick. He just does. He seems like a dick because of the way he carries himself, not because he's rich. He just seems like a dick. He seems like a total asshole and entitled. That's how he's portrayed when I see pictures of him and videos of him. Now, I don't know if he had to earn access to that wealth or if he just inherited it. You know that term, trust fund baby? Yeah. And then there are people who are the offspring of wealthy parents, and the parents require that you achieve certain things before you can get access to your trust fund. That's fucking responsible to me. That is, yeah. To me, that's responsible. That's responsible parenting, where just because you have access to ridiculous amounts of wealth does not mean you can treat people poorly. No. And that's the thing. So many people don't have this logic of they need to earn that spiritual birthright. No, motherfucker, you need to earn that shit. But it's my gift. I don't give a fuck. If it's your gift, why it's not in your hands? Why it's not in your hands? Because you don't have the maturity to harness that. Earn your fucking maturity. Allow yourself to grow out of that childhood of the human consciousness and enter into an actual adulthood. One of the things that I get asked the most, and there are different reasons why people ask me this, okay? It's not always all the same reason. One of the things that I get asked the most is, were you just born like that? Or you just, were you born woke? Yeah. Why? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, I've just always been who I am, I've always been an intense child. Yeah, I've just been like this. Oh my God, that'd be so cool. Wait, whoa. What do you mean? Like, are you asking if my personality? Or are you talking about my energetic skills? Although it's a gift, in order to be able to utilize it, it has to then become a skill, right? You have to work on cultivating a skill. You just have to. You have to. Because if you can't control it, you should not be allowed to use it. So yes, I've been born with things active. Yes, pathways remain fully dilated. Yes, parts of my morphogenetic template that for the average person would lay dormant have been full active my whole life. Yes, I still had to go through an entire process to cultivate that skill so I could responsibly harness it. Ooh, girl, that shit triggered me real fucking quick. People still telling me to control my intensity. How about you tell them, learn to be stronger so you can handle it? How about that? How about that? Control your intensity. Bitches. Don't fuck around in my water if you don't know how to fucking swim. You can't tell an ocean to control its waves. Fuck out of here with that shit. I say this as a hella motherfucking intense person. Uh-huh. I am intense. I was asking someone on a scale of 1 to 10. How intense am I? Yeah, no. Seriously, let's get a kind of like a consensus. On a scale of 1 to 10, how intense am I in your eyes? And it won't hurt my feelings if you go beyond 10. It will not hurt me. I'm too intense to be hurt today. On a scale of 1 to 10, tell me. Tell me. Tell me. How intense am I? And do you know how many people have told me I am so intense, too intense? I'm too intense. Maybe you just too fucking weak is what it is. Do some spiritual push-ups, side bends and sit-ups. I'm just saying. I'm too intense for you? Go to the fucking wading pool over there. Yes, sissy. Yes, sissy. It's fine. It's fine. The people who, the people, y'all got me. The people who tell you you are too this, too that, not enough, nah. I'm like, okay, so you're telling me that you've learned so much about life that you can now kind of instruct me on how to live. Yet I look at your life and you're fucking miserable. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to say that. Unfortunately, I'm too fucking intense. Yeah. Oops. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I've been thinking that for so long I didn't realize it came out of my mouth. Yeah. And I have been known to say shit that people do not want to hear. And I follow it with, oh my God, you didn't hear that, did you? Did I fucking say that out loud? And my husband will be like, yeah, you did. Oh my God. But you're cute, You're cute. I'm sorry. Oh my God, I cannot believe I said the truth out loud. So embarrassing. Oh my God. You okay? You need tissue? You gonna cry? You need. I give you. You want to blow your nose? Here. Hold on. You want to use my shirt? Wipe your nose. Yeah. Don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. Okay. Own yourself and your life to that degree. Own yourself and your life to that degree where you just like, oh shit, oh my God. I go like this sometimes. You know what this is? You know what this is? World's smallest violin. You need some accompanying violin music for your fucking drama. I'm just saying. I was built for shit talking. I'm just saying. And yeah, I can handle it. I'm not one of those that can't take what I dish out. I can handle it. I can handle it. Don't worry, boo. Don't worry. But if you dish it out, I'm Filipina. It's part of my culture to overfeed you. If you dish something out, I promise you, you will be inundated. I'm not allowed to be like this with people in real life. I'm not given permission to by my soul. You might want to save the shit talking for real life. You do it on a live stream. I'm going to rip your face off metaphorically, hand it back to you with some adjustments. Hopefully you won't be so unsavory. And I'm saying, Now I'm saying, okay. So I gotta go soon. Sir, why do you look, sir? Why are you looking like that? The fuck. Okay, God of prosperity and wealth. Wish others wealth and happiness. Yours will come too. Wish others wealth and happiness. Like, really, just because someone's annoying does not mean we have to wish harm on anyone. We really don't. We really don't. Just because it's time for you to walk away from a person, just because you don't want to tolerate their bullshit anymore, really does not mean you have to wish harm on anyone. Just don't be a reflection of them. Don't. Allow people to show you who you don't want to be. And when you see who you do not want to be, make a decision to never be that. Okay? Recognize that sometimes the ugliest people you come across are nothing but a beautiful reminder from your soul to never be that ugly. I mean, there's different stages of ugly. There's different levels. There's different expressions. I don't want to be ugly. Not like that. Yeah, not like that. That's a whole nother level, a whole nother category of ugly. Like, this, whatever. But like in here, ugly. Oh no. And some people be acting so fucking dry. They might need some like spiritual lotion or some shit. Bless some olive oil. Bless some olive oil and fucking express ship that to them. And when it arrives and they're like, why'd you send me olive oil? You just be so fucking dry with your shit. Rub some oil. Rub some oil on yourself. Just moisturize your soul so that maybe your coveting of other people will be alleviated. Like, just fucking dry. Where their energy is so depleted from being so toxic and being so jealous of other people's existence that they can't help at this point but try and suck from you. No. They have their own energetic reserves. Most people don't realize this. Just because someone's depleted does not mean you have to give your energy. I'm telling you, as an energetic practitioner, subatomic attunement engineer, as the pioneer of a cutting edge energetic system, I do not use my personal energy to work on clients. Are you kidding me? No commingulation, please. No. No. My energy is for me. It is only for me. No. None of my energy, personal energy, will enter into your field. No. I do not allow that. No. When I am depleted, I have a whole fucking cistern holding my energy. I can replenish myself. People often ask me, because before my live streams, doing energy work nonstop, I've had one last almost 7 hours straight, no breaks, none, no breaks, nearly 7 hours straight doing energy work. How do you do it? What do you mean? Wow. Aren't you depleted? That's like so much energy. Everyone in the live stream can feel your energy. That's not my energy. I don't give that out. That's just for me to repair myself, to heal myself. That's not for other people. That's for me. So then what do you use? Not my energy. No, I'm not going to tell people what I use. You want to know what I use? Take my classes. Not even joking. Take my classes. That's not information for me to just share publicly. And if anyone wants to come at me with like, that's not right, you shouldn't be gatekeeping energy, that information belongs to everyone. Okay, then retrieve that information for yourself. And you need to tell us what books you read, Emmie. It's not from a book. Yeah. If it's in my Akashic Hall, it's mine. And if you want to try and take that from me, oh, you're going to get fucked up, is what it is. No, not by me. I'm peaceful. See, the thing at the beginning of the live stream that I didn't want to talk about, I was so fucking tired of that topic. I'm tired of the topic. I'm not tired of the energetic connection between the higher selves of myself and my divine counterpart. He's going to fuck you up. And I'm just going to be here with like sipping my coffee like, oh, you got fucked up. You thought. I tried to tell you. You didn't want to listen. You thought. Go ahead. Do. Matthew. Yeah. No. I don't need to prove shit. I don't need to do shit. Everything works in perfect measure in my life. I will share in my classes what I am led to share by my soul. I will not give more information than what I am led to share. I will not withhold information that I'm led to share. What's yours is yours. Think on this. What is yours is yours. You don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to feel guilty. You don't have to give it away. You are not an asshole or greedy if you understand this and abide by that. The people who feel entitled to what is rightfully yours are the assholes. Can we be honest to that degree at this point? You want the information from my classes. Why? You want the information, but you don't want to purchase the class. Why? Why? So you can use it for your benefit? No. It's okay for me to now have that boundary. It's okay for me to have allowed myself to learn from all of the situations I have lived through. It's okay for me to learn that. So I see you wrote because I cannot afford it, but neither are you demanding that I give you the information, right? So it doesn't apply to you. Doesn't apply. And here's the thing, my classes are not made up of people who are wealthy. These are people who, whatever their financial situation is, they're choosing to make this investment in themselves, their understanding of their journey. And that's the thing. That's the thing. If you can invest in junk food day in and day out, if you can invest in McDonald's, if you can invest in the services that allow toxicity into your life and your body, but you can't find it in yourself to invest in something that can undo all of the other toxic things you invest in, then there's nothing that I can say or do to help you understand. There's just nothing, you know? And it's not me being upset that people aren't choosing to invest in my program rather than investing in something that eventually leads to health problems. It's me talking passionately, speaking passionately about people needing to understand. You consistently invest in things day in and day out. When was the last time you invested in your energetic, spiritual, emotional health and growth? Because we exist in societies that tell you that is an unnecessary thing. If it's unnecessary to you, you're not going to understand what you're investing in. If you don't understand what you're investing in, that's okay. But at the same time, you can't say that, oh, well, this and that's not fair. And I'm not saying someone in the comments said that. I'm saying there are people who feel that, like, oh, why can't she just do something for free? I've been live for an hour and a half, basically. I go live basically every single day. I don't get paid for that. It's about having an actual clear view. People are not entitled to you, the gravity of you. You can share what you share. And whatever you share has to be enough. It has to be enough. And then you have to make this like conscious decision. Are you going to invest in yourself today? So my husband got me a home gym, right? Like an entire a home gym. How much do we pay every month for our gym membership? Okay. We could put that towards, maybe we'll finance a home gym. We'll put it towards that. So weird shit happened and we decided not to finance. We bought it outright, right? We bought it outright. And part of me was like, fuck, that's a lot of fucking money. Oh my God. I don't want to fucking spend that. But I will die if I go to the gym with a mask on. Like, I already have breathing problems. What am I going to invest in? I was just thinking yesterday's best fucking investment ever. Took a huge fucking hit to the pocket. My pocket still hurt, but whoo, you know what I'm saying? Whoo, you see that? You see me tensing? Yeah. Just saying. I haven't felt this strong possibly ever. I'm working on my back. Let me try and see if you guys can see my back development, okay? Because my can you see it? Is there development? I'm just saying. Can you see it? Yeah. Best fucking investment ever. 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 I need to get more machines. I found this like compact hack squat machine that's commercial grade. Fuck you. But it's should I do a GoFundMe? it's a little bit expensive. I want it so bad though. Like I want it so bad. I don't have any hack squat machine here, and that's the only thing I need to complete what I'm doing. I need a hack squat machine. Any of you want to donate one? I just need a hack squat machine. And hold up. What's up? Shut up. Okay, sorry. Yeah. What are you going to invest in? What are you going to invest in? Yourself? Or things that help you to cope? Okay? Now, let me share something important. Once upon a time, I bought into that logic of like, oh, people should not have to do without just because they can't afford it. That's not fair. I want to be able to help people. So I decided I was going to give shit away for free. Every single time I have given things away for free, whether it's tangible goods, whether it's expensive as fuck sessions, ask me if it's actually fully appreciated. Let me clarify. Ask me if it's appreciated as at the same level if they purchased it. Tend not to. It was free. It was free. No more of that. I'm not going to continue to hurt myself, my feelings, because I have an expectation, not of you consistently showing me gratitude, but of you really applying the benefits long term. Okay. But you got it for free. So it's no biggie if, the situation goes back to the same old bullshit. So there's no it's like, well, at least I didn't pay for it. And that will forever ring in my fucking head. That will forever ring in my fucking head where I gave away a mentorship. That is a $444 session. $444. Only to hear they didn't do any of the work, they didn't apply anything, but at least I didn't pay for it. For free. Like for free. No obligation, just show up to the session. For free. That's why I don't do that anymore. Because people think, well, she did it free for me once. I mean, it gets fucked up. I'll just go back to her. No, the fuck you won't. No more. Okay? No more. So card number 20, you are fine just the way you are. It's okay for me to now have these standards and boundaries. It's okay for me to protect myself. It's okay. See, like Tanaya, did you have to save up for your mentorship? Did you have to kind of like, every few days, every few weeks, like set aside what you could? Maybe it made things a little bit tight, but you were able to pay it. And then you were like, fuck yeah. Fucking just invested in myself. Fuck yeah. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful to know you love yourself to that degree that you did this. You made a decision. You made it fucking happen. You made it happen. And now you're going to value it. Like really, truly value it. Yeah. Shit. See? And what I learned was this. When you give things away for free because someone can't afford it, that's your reason, okay? They can't afford it, so I'm going to give it away for free. What you're telling them with your actions, not with your words, but with your actions and your energy, I don't think you can do it. I think you're going to fail. So let me just give it to you so that, because I think you're going to fail. No. 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 I don't think you're going to fail. I don't advertise this for a reason. I want to avoid the bullshit, okay? You have an energetic need. You don't have the money? Email me. Let me know, hey, Emmie, I need this. Like, I really feel like I need this session and I need it with you. This is what's happening in my life. Do you do payment plan? Yeah. I won't do the session until it's done paid for. But yeah, fucking let's make it happen. Make it happen. I'll let my husband know. We'll send you an invoice. We don't have to keep track of anything. PayPal keeps track of everything. And as soon as we get a message from PayPal letting us know the balance is paid in full, scheduling you. Let's make it happen. Let's make it happen. I'm not just about profit. I'm about learning my healthy boundaries and allowing myself to freely exist within that boundary. Yes. Again, I don't advertise this on my website. Why? To avoid the fucking bullshit. Because you know what? When you establish that payment plan, there's no refunds. Don't do it unless you're committed. Don't do it unless you're committed. Why do I have no refunds? Because I want you to really follow through with your commitment to yourself. By the time someone messages me that they need to know if I offer a payment plan, they're probably at like a turning point in their life. You take several steps down that path to health, energetic health, I'm not going to let you go back. I'm not. We'll hold you to it. Fucking make it all the way. Go all the way. Go all the fucking way. You're worth it. Now, am I trying to sell you? No. I'm booked out several months in advance usually. I want you to invest in yourself. I want you to be able to believe in you the way I believe in you. If a complete stranger can believe in you to that degree, why the fuck can't you believe in yourself like that? And yeah, maybe it's a sense of entitlement on my part. I feel entitled to see you succeed at what you set your mind to. Yeah. Shifting the way you exist within your own personal space is very, very, very important. Okay? Very, very, very important. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Well, okay. If me making an investment on improving my well-being, I'll go for it. If I can help others as well, even better. And that's the thing, Elijah. Typically when someone really truly goes full into the session with me, they end up being able to not just help themselves, but also help to stabilize the people in their environment. It shifts something in their perception. And now they're able to better function within their environment and encourage as well as inspire the people within their environment. Yeah. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. You're not just paying for a service, you are investing in yourself. If you see it that way, you can do some major things with it. Now, if you're just buying a session just to buy a session and that's that, well, that's something else. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, especially if you can afford to have sessions like that. By all means, it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you lazy. It just means you can afford it. But when you can't afford it and you have to plan all these things and actually save for it, and that becomes this whole like mind opening thing of like, fuck, I did this for myself. And then when we sit face to face, I mean, I don't know if I'm tooting my own horn here, but it's every session that I have with someone, it even changes my life. It further refines the way I see myself and the world and how to behave within the world. These are fucking profound spaces I share with individuals. Profound. Profound. I'm someone who typically does not like to spend too much, right? I'm someone who typically is like, nah, I don't want to pay full price, So, how are my prices structured? As someone who has had to work within a budget for a very long time, when I pair that with my knowing of the intensity, of the gravity of the work that I do for that type of session, what would I pay for that? If someone was providing me that service and I know firsthand what I'm receiving, what would I pay for that? And that's the price. That's the price. That is the value of it. That's the value. People can agree with it or they don't. That's okay. That's okay. If you agree with it, then you have to make a choice. Are you willing to invest in yourself? Are you willing to invest in your process? And that's what you have to decide. That's what you have to decide. Now, once upon a time, I was trying to structure my services so that everybody can have it, right? Like, kind of like the expedite fees, like that, right? And then Michael said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Well, we want everyone to be able to afford it, right? We want to help as many people as we can." And he said, "Are you helping people or are you simply entertaining them?" What the fuck you mean? What do you mean? Are you helping people or are you simply entertaining them? Well, I thought I was helping. You thought or you know? Well, now I don't fucking know. What are you saying? Well, when you price these life-altering services as though they're going to the movie theater, Does a movie theater alter your life? Or is it just something that's priced to be able to be affordable so that you can entertain yourself? Oh. Oh. And then he told me, what would you pay someone if you knew they had your capabilities? What would you pay them? Well, but I'm cheap. And he's like, exactly. So what would you pay them? Okay, well, I don't know. So he restructured the question. What should someone charge for that session? Like $1,200. Would you be willing to pay $1,200? Fuck no. Are you kidding me? Where the fuck would I get $1,200? So then what would you pay knowing the quality of the work? I don't know, like $400. So you would pay 1/3 of the price? Well, I mean, it would take me a while to come up with that. And in that, I would be like, okay, am I really committed to this? Because I don't want to lose out. Like, yeah, it's 1/3 of $1,200, but that's still fucking a lot of money. And he's like, so then that's the price. And I was like, how did we come up with this? What do you mean that's the price? He goes, that's the price. Because you'd have to come up with this plan. And in coming up with a plan, your dream of healing is now an actual goal with a deadline that is the date of the session. And it's an investment because it's slightly beyond what you're comfortable with. Now you're not fucking around. And I was like, oh, shit. So don't make it affordable. And he's like, yeah, he got irritated with me. Because really, the concept of affordable is what? Subjective. It's based on the person. What I can afford might not be what you can afford, might not be what he can afford, might not be what she can afford, might not be what they can afford, might not be what they can afford. So what is it? No one can really say what's affordable. So how am I going to base it on the general concept of affordability? Is what I'm doing simply entertainment? Because then, yeah, if it's entertainment, then it should definitely be just affordable, right? Right? But if what I'm doing is profound to the degree that it is, that's not entertainment. That is not entertainment. And no, Emmie, people are not entitled to that. Just because you have an unhealthy relationship with money, just because you have all of these aversions to money, does not mean you suddenly get to dictate what affordability is and whether that applies to you and the gravity of your services. You got to have these conversations with yourself. It's about people's entitlement. And I tell you, at first, all the people who are getting all of these services for free, they're not going to like it. Those are not your people. Those are not your people. And as you begin to rise, as you begin to establish your presence in whatever field you are in, those people who aren't your people, who used to benefit off you not understanding your worth, those people who refuse to invest in themselves, they will not celebrate that. That's okay. You didn't need their fake applause anyways. Because guess what? The things you do should not be done for the sake of gaining celebrityhood. It should be done because this is your path. You see you are where you need to be. You are learning, you are growing. It feels right. It feels like your purpose. Doesn't have to mean that you're saving the world, but it feels right. It feels like your purpose. It feels like it's why you exist. And if that's the case, it's okay for me to be the only one celebrating. That's okay. That's okay. As long as the unnecessary people in my life are now no longer present. Because really, I don't need to carry that extra weight. I really, really don't. And as empaths and Pisceans, something we have to come to terms with is as you share your gifts with other people, and I come across this so many times, as you share your birthright, your abundance, there will probably be those that you will come across that will get confused and think that your abundance, your birthright, somehow can be taken from you or is now theirs. Now, if you've allowed people to think this, that's on you. That's your own creation. But just know the gravity of what will happen. I had to learn this firsthand. What is mine is mine. I don't even have to fight for it. When it comes to energy, when it comes to destiny, when it comes to fate, what is mine will always be mine. If I can't accept it and embrace it, it will always just orbit beyond my reach, but I can always feel it there. It's mine. And when I walk away, not wishing any ill will on anyone, those people who were coveting what was rightfully mine and I was generously sharing, they will then feel like you took it from them. Took what? Took what? Well, what did I take when I walked away? My energy and my divine birthright. What part of that was yours? What I'm sorry. What? That's like the equivalent of saying, because you've been my friend for X amount of time and I really let you into my home, and you've eaten some of the Filipino food that I cook. I've taught you about Filipino culture by sharing it with you. I taught you Filipino words, like, you just really vibing with the Pinoys now, like, ooh, you identify as like adopted Pinoy, and then shit ends, I walk away. Now you're pissed because you don't have a Filipino card? What? Do that fucking make sense? Like, I'm the only Filipino in your life. You were really vibing with the Filipino culture and all of this and all of that, all the aesthetics. And now you have no other Filipinos to kick it with. And so I took your Filipino dumb from you? I mean, that's just dumb. That's dumb. Like, there's no logic in that. Just because I share with you what is mine, my culture is mine. That doesn't make it your culture now. If I share with you my aesthetics, that's mine. You can try and adopt it all you want, but when my aesthetics, as it naturally does, shifts and matures and grows and becomes something else, you're just going to have to keep keeping up. If you want to keep trying to take my aesthetics, I mean, eventually I'm not going to like this lipstick color. Eventually I might have a different hairstyle, and like, what, fuck me for changing my style? Well, how about fuck you for trying to keep copying it? people's logics will be really fucking skewed because of that sense of entitlement. When people show you that they feel entitled to you, that is a clear indication they should not have access to you. I knew someone who was like they didn't like me anymore. You know, they didn't like me anymore. Like they were trying to say that all of my work is just bogus, fear mongering. Like I don't really know what I'm doing, yada, yada, yada. So, all right, whatever. You know, you do your thing. I'm gonna go. I'm obviously not welcoming me. I'm gonna just go. Uh, yeah, you know, I didn't realize it was like that. I don't read social cues very well. I think I have Asperger's. Um, I don't read social cues very well, and yeah, I didn't realize. In all seriousness, I did not realize that it was like that. And, you know, I'm sorry for the inconvenience of having to deal with me and my Asperger's. I'll just go. I'll leave. I'll go. And then when I left, they didn't realize. Without me saying shit, all the business went with me. I didn't have to say shit. See, what they failed to realize was those clients are my overflow. Like if they don't want to wait the several months, you go to this person. They'll be able to take care of you. You know, if it's like easy stuff that needs to be fixed, if it's just a reading, just go to that person. You know, if you need the really complex energetic work, I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait. But the really easy shit, basic shit, just go to that person. You know, they'll be able to deal with that. They didn't realize that, you know. Those are people who are going to you simply because I said, go to this person. And then when they no longer saw you associated with me, they stopped going to you. No, it wasn't me taking your clients. They were never yours. It wasn't me talking shit. Those people saw you as an extension of me. And when you chose to cut yourself out, you are no longer an extension of me, so they will no longer go to you. So, yeah, you didn't factor that in. That's not my bad. And then when I walked away, what happened? Oh, Emmie treats people like panties. She just tosses people out. Well, bitch, did you not want me around or did you want me around? Because I could have sworn you didn't want me around. You can't be like, you know, oh, she just tosses people out after you've made it clear that you don't want me around and everything you say is clearly structured to contradict, negate, degrade my body of work. You're not entitled to access to me. You're not entitled to me empowering your desire to be me. You can still want to be me. That's fine. I'm just not going to be any fucking part of that shit. I'm just not going to be any fucking part of that shit. And it is okay for you guys to have that kind of standard. It's okay. The people who act like they don't want you around, but when you disappear, they're pissed that you're gone. Are they pissed that you're gone or are they pissed they can't benefit from you? Do they miss you or do they miss the benefits they got from you? These are real questions you got to ask yourself. These are real questions you have to ask yourself. And if you don't have the courage to ask yourself this, then you need to protect yourself and not have those people around until you find the courage to ask yourself that and answer it. If you're afraid to ask yourself that question about a specific person, you probably already know the answer. And you've become so addicted to their taking of your energy that now it's like, well, I mean, if I take it away, they're not going to stay. Good. Let me be really honest in a catty as fuck way right now, okay? I'll fucking own that shit. It's catty. Meow, bitches. Usually, more often than not, when people remove themselves from my life to punish me, I don't give a fuck. I don't. Why? Well, usually it's because that person was trying to benefit off me and I no longer would give them benefits. Not sexual benefits, the other kind of benefits. And, you know, the water's dried up here. Gotta go to a different watering hole. Yeah, toodles. Toodles, poodles. Rare instances when I do bond with someone, and that's, I don't allow myself to bond with most people. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy your presence. That doesn't mean I don't enjoy interaction. But most people, I will not allow myself to bond with them. When I do actually bond with you and you are in my inner circle, fuck yeah, that's devastating if you leave. It's devastating. It devastates me. When I've created this an entire lifetime story of like, you're gonna always be there, you know, like you don't have to call me every day, but you're like, I want you to be part of my life for as long as I live. I'm not heartless. I'm just selective. There's a difference. When you're one of the people that I want to always be in my life for my entire life, that is fucking devastating if you walk away. Am I going to stop you from walking away? No, I'm not entitled to you. I'm just not. And when you make that decision, I have to respect it. I won't beg you to stay. I won't ask you why. I'll just respect it. But just because I respect it and don't fight to keep you here does not mean I'm not silently devastated with your absence. So you have to be very selective of who you love to this degree. Not everyone deserves that kind of love, that kind of devotion. A large percentage of blood-related families stick around out of obligation. A lot. A lot of people who identify others as family stick around out of obligation. Like a lot. It's not few, it's a lot. It's a lot. And yeah, you know, that obligation, that whole concept of obligation entitles people to you. They feel they are entitled to your never ending devotion. It doesn't have to be earned. They don't have to be worthy. You just need to give when I tell you to give. You have to show up when I tell you to show up. How about fucking no? How about no? How about earn that shit? How about earn your place in my life? How about earn your worth? be worthy of the kind of love I give. Not because I'm the shit, but because I can love so fucking deep that I can overlook everything. Literally everything. I can overlook everything and even defend you when you're fucking wrong. I have a kind of love that will fucking go to war for you without you asking me to, even if you started it. I will fucking go to war for you. I'll probably cuss you out privately afterwards. Like, why the fuck are you starting shit? In that moment, I don't care what the fuck you did. Someone's coming at you crooked, I'll fucking straighten them out. I don't give a shit. You don't fucking talk to my love like that. You don't approach my love like that. Not everyone's worthy of that. Unless you are going to war beside me. No. I finally entered a place in my life where I expect reciprocity. I know you don't have to always call me. You don't have to always compliment me. You don't always have to be present. You are free to live your life and be silent for several years. Okay? That's fine. I live my life. I go quiet. I become distant. That doesn't mean I've stopped loving. It means I'm lost in my own thoughts. I'll be right back. And I can no longer allow myself to love people to that degree who are like, you need to call me every day. You need to we haven't FaceTimed in several, bitch, am I your fucking mom? I didn't even answer most of my mom's FaceTimes. You can ask my husband. I will only answer every 15, 20 text messages. I got hella fucking kids. I'm running a business. I don't got time for that shit. I just don't. That's not a friendship. That's a surrogate mother. I don't got time for that. Now, you're independent. I love you to that degree. You're going through a life crisis. Fuck yeah. I'm going to take out a few minutes every day. Hey, did you eat yet? How are you feeling today? Did you sleep okay last night? How are your feelings? How are your thoughts? Do you need anything? Yeah. Yeah. When you have a true need that I feel, fuck yeah. I'm gonna fucking be all up in your ass all fucking day until I know you're safe, until I know you're okay, until I know all your feelings are now stabilized. But for you to expect that shit from me, day in and day out, do you know how many kids I have? I can't even fucking. I went to the bathroom, right? I went to the bathroom. Yes. Okay. I was just checking if you're in there. I'm in here. Are you pooping? No, honey. I'm taking a bath. In the bathtub? Yes, that's where you take a bath. Are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Okay, because I was looking for you in the living room and you weren't there. Okay. Okay, I love you, baby. I'll be out soon. 5 minutes later. Mommy! Yes, baby. Are you still in the tub? Yes, I'm still in the tub. You can hear the water. Your skin might not like that. You'll get wrinkly. Are you stressed out? No, not no more. Do you need something? No. I'm just checking on you. I love you, mommy. I love you too, baby. Are you sure you're okay? Do you need me to come out? Yeah, are you almost done? When you're done, you can come out. Okay. Do you need me to be done right now? Yeah, mommy. Are you done right now? I'll get out. Okay, I'm getting out. I'm getting out. I'm coming out. Are you sure you're done? Well, if I wasn't, I am now. Mm-hmm. He goes off to do whatever he's doing. A couple minutes later. Hey, Buns, are you in there? What the fuck? Yes, I'm in here. What's up? I was just looking for you. Drown me! Just drown me. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not complaining. Do you know what it feels like to be that love that people just really want to be around you all the time? At some point, all of my kids are going to be grown. They're going to have their own lives. They're probably not going to live with me anymore. And I'm going to miss all of this. I'm going to miss all of this. So my ass cheeks were clenched the fuck up. They were. I felt like I wasted because it's an extra large tub. Like, I mean, I can't exactly put blocks in the tub so that I don't have to use as much water because it fits, more than one person. And like, so that was kind of just like a waste of water. And all the stuff that I like put in there because I can't just soak in water. It has to be an entire like Empress type experience, Okay. All the fucking oils that were in there and the flora and like, that's fine. That's fine. There will be more oils. There will be more herbs. There will be more of whatever it is, more water, more tubs, more all of that. But there will never be more moments where my child is at an age where he just doesn't want to be without me. There's never going to be more of that. There will only be continuously less and less and less and less and less until it's a point where I'm like, I remember that time where I was like, I just barely got in the tub, like hot diggity damn, and he was banging on the door like, mommy, why do you laugh at me? and I'm gonna miss that. I'm gonna miss that. So every single time that happens, there are certain people in my life who are fucking entitled to me. They are entitled to me. Absolutely. Absolutely. My children, my husband, they are entitled to me. They don't have to ask. They don't have to beg. They don't have to earn shit. They just got me like that. Always. They have me completely, wholeheartedly, in every single dimension of conscious, like everything. They have me. That's it. That's it. Be very selective of who you allow into your inner circle. Be very selective. We both know as empaths and Pisceans, whoever we let into that inner circle, that's how we're going to love them. They don't have to ask. They don't have to earn. They don't have to do any of that. They just have you. Tell me that's not how a Piscean loves. Tell me. You can't. Because that's how a Pisces loves. You can have omni-love for other people. That's just this basic level of love that people deserve because they exist, because they are sovereign. That's a love that we all deserve. Any other loves that are beyond that, more complex than that, more depth than that omni love, you're going to have to earn that. You're going to have to earn that. And yes, I'm absolutely worth the process you will go through to earn that type of love from me. I tell you, it's a motherfucking gauntlet. Earning my love is like being a ninja warrior. Have you seen that show? Mm-hmm. Have you seen that show, Ninja Warrior? Check that show out. Yeah, that's what you're going to go through earning my love. And I promise you, it is beyond fucking worth it, because it's not going to be like a love you've ever experienced from anyone else. Whether it's as a friend, well, the romantic slot has been filled. I'm sorry, you're a little too late. Okay? It's just, yeah, absolutely. Hell yeah. I got you. You can't walk? You can't go any further down your path? Fucking hop on my back. I'll give you a piggyback ride. That's how I love. That's a Piscean type of love. I remember recently one of my twins that I'm in contact with, he like shared some really amazing news, and oh my god, I was fucking bragging to everybody like it was my child. And then I was telling him like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I totally was spreading your business on my live stream. I was telling everyone what the fuck you accomplished. I'm just so proud of you. Oh my god, I'm so fucking proud of you. And he's like, are you serious? Yes, bro, you fucking accomplished something. That's a major accomplishment. And he's like, thank you. I'm actually like, I celebrate your success. Like, dude, that's the kind of love that I give. It doesn't matter if we haven't talked for a year. It doesn't matter if this or that. I can celebrate you at the drop of a dime. I can celebrate you like that. You disappeared for a year, 2 years. You come back and you tell me like, hey, oh my God, look what I accomplished. Fuck yes. That type of love. Mm-hmm. I think if we allowed ourselves to be more selective of people, because let's face it, a large percentage of the world are fucking organic portals and narcissists. Mm-hmm. When you let yourself become more selective of who you allow in, you cut those people out. You cut their access to you out. And then what happens? And then you conserve your energy for the people who are worth the effort. Because it's going to take effort for you to love someone beyond their coping mechanisms. Let that marinate in your brain. Even if you're capable of loving to the highest degree, you will still use a lot of time and effort learning how to love someone past their coping mechanisms. And here's the thing. When you make that conscious decision, because if it's a coping mechanism, it's probably going to try and drive you away, right? When you make that conscious decision to love someone to the degree that you can move beyond their coping mechanisms, that is a conscious choice every single day. That is a conscious decision every single day. Every day, my husband makes a decision to love me beyond my attitude. Yes. That's a choice he makes every day. When I start throwing attitude around, like, yes, what? Oh, she's hungry. Choice he makes. It's a choice he makes. We don't have a perfect marriage in the, Hallmark Disney definition of perfection. We have a real one. It's perfect in its realness. We argue, we disagree. As a matter of fact, we're like polar opposites. We disagree on everything. Everything. Except one thing. That decision every day to work together, to continue walking together. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We disagree on everything. This is the most divine union I've ever experienced in my entire life. And people are here thinking the goal is to find someone who likes the same things they do, does the same thing they do, eats the same thing they do, thinks the same thing they do. Why? That's the goal. Think on it. You're searching for a twin. You want that twin because you want that twin relationship, because that twin is just like you. Do you like yourself? Do you like yourself? Do you like the person that you are? Can you look at yourself in the mirror and just be like, oh, girl, look at you? Can you do that? Or do you look in the mirror and immediately the first thing you think of, oh, shit, dude, oh my God, I'm getting old, I'm getting fat, everything's sagging. Oh my God, shit, what's the first thing you do? And you're looking for someone just like you so you can tear them apart too? Really become clear on the way you perceive and the ways you've been programmed by the bullshit that you watch. All that stuff is bullshit. It's bullshit. We think we're entitled to that type of love that we see in a movie. People created that shit, right? Do you know that? People created that storyline. Oh no, Emmie, it's based on real events. Okay. Based on, not a documentary where they are recording the events. You can have like 2% of the movie just like the event, and 98% utter fluffy bullshit that you can still say based on. So, to those who say they love themselves, to what degree? Only on the surface? With the water up to your waist? The water up to your chest? Your chin? Definitely not past your mouth, right? Can you love yourself to the degree that you are no longer afraid of drowning in your own heart's oceans? That not only can you put your head underwater without fear of drowning in your own heart's oceans, but you've loved yourself to the degree that you've lost the fear of diving into the trenches of your heart's oceans. Believing you do and actually are two different things. They are two different things. Two different things. So, about a year ago, like before the whole COVID shit started, maybe 2 years ago now. Yeah. I was going to the gym religiously twice a day, and I was lifting extra heavy. extra heavy. If I can lift that stack, I'm fucking adding to the stack. I was loving it. Like, it burns so fucking good. Hurts so good. Hurt me, baby. Hurt. No, not really. But it hurts so good. And I distinctly remember, and this is part of the reason why I took it on upon myself to stop working out, at least for a little bit. That was my logic, is at least for a little bit, I'm going to just kind of take a break. So I had 505 pounds on that stack. I was leg pressing with my dinky ass knees. I was leg pressing, right? And I had my knees wrapped up. And I did it. 505 fucking pounds. I did it. And I felt so pumped up, and I believed. I thought, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm going to max out at like 525. I could do it. Slap some more plates on. I can fucking do it. I did it. I nearly tore my fucking ligament. Believing and being, doing, two different things, not muscle failure. I almost tore my quad. The head of my quad almost separated. Luckily, I'm very intuitive, and it's like, I don't know, my brain does this weird thing where if it's detrimental to me or the environment I'm in, I get a sense of it like several steps before. And it just doesn't, it's automatic. And as soon as the weight loaded and my quad went like this, I was like, no, don't tear. Yeah, fucking dropped all the weights. I dropped it. Yeah. It wasn't muscle failure. It wasn't fatigue. It wasn't failure. It was a specific head of my quad. There's when you see someone with really developed legs, you'll see the separation in the quadriceps because there's different sections to it. The one that looks like a teardrop, the head of that nearly tore off my fucking knee. Thinking and actually doing, being are two different things. When we are quick to make statements of, yeah, no, I am. I question that. Because oftentimes we are not honest with ourselves. Let's be very real right now. Oftentimes we are just not honest with ourselves. We tell ourselves these things without pausing to consider the depth, the actual depth. We're over here. The surface is here. We're over here. We're like, we're deep as fuck, boy. And then we don't realize, like, yeah, like that. That would have been fucked up because that would have needed surgery. That would have needed surgery. Yeah. Yeah. Scanned my knee. It fucking, oh my God. Affected my ACL. Like, I was fucked. I don't know. I already hit 505. I don't know why I needed to do 525. I was just some fucking, like, girl, you only like 120 pounds. What the fuck? What do you need all that for? Well, to prove something. To who? To myself. Why can't you love yourself enough that you don't need to prove shit to yourself? Boom. And there it goes. You don't know how much you don't know when it comes to your self-love and your depth until you experience certain types of things and then experience them again later on. You just don't know. And to be so sure I'm not talking about encouraging self-doubt. I'm talking about understanding that when you are so sure of something, and how are you so sure? How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? You don't. Because you don't have enough personal experience in your self-love journey to know exactly the gravity of what you are thinking you know, but don't actually know. Do you know how many people believe that because they've gone through one cycle of ascension, they're woke, they're ascended, it's done. It lasted a whole fucking long ass week. Like, do you want my opinion or did you want me to just listen? Sometimes I got to ask people that. Did you want my opinion or did you just want me to listen? On which one was it? Because if you want my opinion, you're probably not going to like what I have to say. It's going to contradict what you're believing right now. um, Ascension is not one cycle, it's an entire process that lasts your entire life. You will go through periods of ascension where you're actually loading additional frequency accretion, accreted frequency into your pathways. And this accreted frequency is going to help you bust through to another level. Now, that first sun, the one that you are aware of, that was a primer. The real cycle is about to come. You were just priming. The real cycle, the first real one, is just gonna utterly fucking destroy you. Yeah. All seriousness. It's fucking self-destructive. I'm not trying to excuse away like things like self-medication and self-harm and stuff. That's not what this conversation is about. I'm talking about your perception of who you are in your life, the place of other people in your life. This motherfucking thing right here. Just stop. Just stay in there. Okay, there. That's gonna all shift. All the people that you thought that were gonna be in your life no matter what, they're probably not gonna be there at the end of this cycle. You most likely will be kept so fucking isolated that you might begin to wonder if it even matters if you stay alive or not. I'm not talking about depression. No. I'm talking about ascension. Yeah. For some reason, a lot of people have this concept that you experience like a difficult week and you manage not to kill anyone during that week, that you've had an ascension cycle. A lot of people think that, oh, because I had to like this momentary existential experience and I kind of shifted by 1 degree my perception of the world, like, oh, I'm so aware and I'm all of this stuff, and that was the primer. That was a primer. That was just the primer. Yeah. Death of the self, that metaphoric spiritual death of the self, ooh, can be viscerally felt for those who are highly empathic. It will continue to be hell and be a torture so long as you fight it. You cannot possibly expect to fight your soul, the supreme being that's immortal and all-knowing as a lesser fractal of the greater creator, and expect to win. Humans don't win that fight. They just don't. They just don't win that fight. And when you have expectations of how this ascension cycle, this growth cycle is going to play out, and the people who will be present during that cycle, you're going to hurt yourself more. You're going to hurt yourself more, much more. It will be your own self-created hell. You are torturing yourself by trying to tear yourself away from the direction your soul is so lovingly putting you in. Some people are like, it's so unnecessary. It's unnecessary if you're in compliance with your own soul. It's abso-fucking-lutely necessary when you are too human to understand and realize you're having a fucking tantrum. You're not gonna win. You're just not. You're not gonna win that. You're just not. Ooh, I love that. As the number of people shrinks, I learn new levels of peace and self-awareness. And here's the thing, many of us empaths and Pisceans absolutely will fight to keep specific people in our lives, because those are the people that can provide us the greatest potentiality of distraction from our own process. Be honest with yourself. I'll work on myself. I just need to help this person first. This person just for a little bit, like no. If they really needed, and if it was really in alignment with your path, your destiny, your process, you wouldn't have to be explaining shit to try and justify. You just wouldn't. You wouldn't. See how that works? That's how it works. When it's really what needs to happen, it's just what happens. You don't have time to calculate things and no. It's just what happens. Be careful of how you receive my words, because there's secondary layers of meaning. And if we simply accept it and hear it and process it with that human perception, you're creating a new type of hell, one that's even harder to understand. Be careful. I speak from a place of soul, and oftentimes that place of soul requires listening to it with your eyes shut and zero expectation, zero attempt to understand, just receiving, just hearing. How does this affect me? How does this fit in? Is this part of my truth? Is this a message from my soul? Soul, what are you trying to tell me with this message? Is it to be accepted at point blank face value? Or is this simply being used as the impetus for this desire, this craving to seek more information that will help me to better understand what soul is trying to say? And in reality, it's like an Easter egg hunt. Soul gave you the map, but now you have to find the treasures. The answer is going to be different for everyone. It's going to be different for everyone. If you can understand that your soul leaves these Easter eggs everywhere in every single part of your life, even in your past, if you return to reobserve in your head what that moment was, you might find an Easter egg there. The way soul works is so fucking profound. You have to be fully present. And in sometimes that full presence really actually means allowing yourself to be fully present as you re-experience really difficult things from your past. Let your mind wrap around that. Like, what? Fully present for the past? Yeah. Yeah. And maybe if letting go is painful for you, you have to stop framing it in a way that's not a part of your soul's language. You know, we think letting go is pushing away, doing it by force. In reality, letting go is nothing more than the act of opening your hand, opening yourself. Just open. That's it. See this? How do I let go? This. You know what this posturing is? I don't fucking know. Let that sink in. I'm having a hard time letting go. Well, I mean, are you self-soothing by holding on to those thoughts, those people? Like this is a self-soothing kind of thing. Look at body language people. Ask them what it is. It's self-soothing. You are soothing yourself. The world and your situation feels too big. You are re-entering the safety of your mother's womb, where you were confined like this for how many months before you entered into this harsh world? You have a problem letting go? Think on what I just said. You're holding on to something because it gives you an anchor point. Do you have to let go, or do you have to find a healthier place to anchor? Me letting go. That's me letting go. I don't know why I keep doing this. There's a lot of shit that we need to consider and reconsider. A lot. A lot. What? All right. Card number 6. 1. I have abolished duality from myself. I have seen the two worlds as one. One I seek, one I know, one I see, and one I call. You look for me, and what do you see? You. Am I playing games with you? Holding up a mirror for you to behold God? Yes. There are games of love and truth. Look for me and find yourself. For I am you and you are me, and together we are one, playing hide and seek in love's great playground. Like molten gold, poured from the furnace of divine love into a one of a kind mold. You are created uniquely and of divine essence. You are both the lover and the beloved. There is no aspect of your life separate from your spiritual journey, and there is no aspect of you that is not of divine origin. So then why the frowning, the fear, or the questioning? Let me share a sublime secret with you. Let me whisper into your heart now. There's nothing to fear. All is unfolding according to the divine genius, and there is a sweet shift in store for you. No matter how the dire circumstances may appear to be or despairing you may feel, there is still an avenue through which fulfillment and resolution will be granted. This will happen. That's because the divine seeks wholeness of the one. That means anything and every part of existence, and that includes you in all aspects of your being in life, is claimed by the divine. Your return to the divine is demanded. Every part of you, every life circumstance. The divine keeps rigorous, flawless accounts. Therefore, nothing shall be left unaccounted for, not even that which seems to be outside divine attention and grace at this moment. You must remember that you are a living heart, the dweller at the center between heaven and earth, star and soil, light and dark. If you cannot summon the joy to rise up and meet the divine beloved, fear not. That cunning lover lies deep within the depths, waiting to gather you into sacred embrace as you descend into darkness. Either through flying or falling, you shall be caught and tangled up in divine embrace. So fear not. Cast aside worry and concern. Know that you are thoroughly itemized on the divine ledger, and not one moment of your struggle or suffering shall miss the hawk like gaze of the ever attentive and heavenly beloved. This oracle comes to you with particular guidance. There is a friction or conflict within you or your life right now. A sense, perhaps, of being pulled in more than one direction and confusion because of this. You're questioning which path to take, this way or that. What if you choose this path and it turns out the other would have been better? But how can you know that now? How can you know what choice, if any, is most needed in your life? So many questions. Your mind is scurrying. There is no other word for it. Backwards and forwards it goes, to and fro, trying to settle upon the truth. I love you too much to allow this to continue unchecked. Surrender it. Give it up. The truth you seek is this: you shall be. You shall manifest your destiny just as the acorn grows into the oak tree. You cannot be other than what you are, and as you accept this, life responds. It breathes and relaxes around you, so what you need can come to you more easily. It finds you, drawn to the need in you that is natural and inviting, and not a cause for anxiety or distress. The need leads to satisfaction. What is desired and what fulfills that desire is one. They are lovers that come to each other naturally, even through darkness and confusion, drawn to each other, following the natural course of the universe to become one. So do not fret and fear. Do not hold back from that which feels incomplete out of anxiety or distress. It's just the lover that will soon be joined by the beloved. You are recognizing the moment before this occurs, so fret not. Instead, let the inner lover loose. Allow her to shake out her hair, put on her most sensuous perfume, and laugh as she dances barefoot in fields of lush grass and fragrant flowers. Let her tempt her beloved to come close, because she can be seen, she can be heard. Her movement sends her scent through the air. She entices the yearning beloved to her. And soon enough they meet, and it becomes possible for yet again two to become one, and then there will be wild peace and ecstatic contentment within you. If there's any part of you struggling to surrender the conflict between the old and the new, between what has been and what needs to be, between passion and duty, creativity and rationality, between this role or identity, then know this: even the conflict serves. Don't choose either one and believe it's the answer. Sometimes the sacrifice is not one or the other, but the idea that it can be only one or the other. At another level, a level of divine resolution, there is beyond the apparent polarity and conflict a third way: the rising up to where there is only one perfection taking place constantly. Open your heart. You'll find the bridge to understanding and trusting in that perfection there, where it has always been and will always be. Don't worry. All is happening exactly as it should. This oracle brings you particular guidance. There is a resolution and a perfect coming together of elements in your life that might have seemed desperate or in conflict. Something you have been trying to integrate is so very nearly ready to click into place. Perform a sacred honoring ritual and stay with your process. The coherence, the integration, the balance and coming together you seek is on your horizon, approaching you swiftly now. Wow. Wow. That's profound. That's profound. I'm going to read a line to you guys again. Okay. Where is it? You must remember that you are a living heart, the dweller at the center between heaven and earth, star and soil, light and dark, those polarities. How does this apply to you? To you who live simply in the gray zone. You are not of the fallen, yet you are failing to rise. You are just in that gray zone. You're not yet in the light, but you refuse to live in the dark. In that gray zone, that place where the light, juxtaposed with that darkness, has the ability to play, has the ability to create shadows, depth, nuance, richness. How does this apply to you? Years ago, someone asked me, in an attempt to corner me into a position where they could actually fully attack me online, they asked me a loaded question. They asked me to define God. Define it. You know God so well, define it. Well, the reality of God, as God is presented to humanity, it is not definable. Omnipotence, omnipresence, omnipower, omnilove. How do you define it? Because the moment you begin defining it, you begin limiting it. And as you limit it, you take it from that position of omnipresence, omnipotence, omnilove, omnipowerful. So then it's no longer God. So how can you define God? I'll tell you how. To me, God is the everything, the nothing, and the spaces in between. Where do we exist? The spaces in between. We are not at the head nor at the feet. We are held in the heart of creation. The human heart has multiple chambers, 2 atriums, 2 ventricles, 4 being the number of self. It's okay for you to experience a high and low within the shadows, a high and low within the darkness, light within the light. Yeah, you're not a fixed position. When you can allow the chambers, the ventricles, to work synergistically, oh my God, you can flow just like you were designed to do. You can flow. When things don't work right, when the rhythm is irregular, did you know? You probably don't know. Let me share with you what I know. When you suffer from arrhythmias, AFib, that irregular heart rate, and then sometimes it beats too slow. For some of us, we have a naturally existing little tiny pocket in the heart. It's enough for blood to kind of accumulate in there, small amounts. But because it's just staying there, sitting there, when you go into AFib and the heart starts to pump really hard, that gets ejected. You formed a clot. Why is AFib so dangerous? Because if you throw that clot, you can have an embolism, you can have a stroke. It's fucking catastrophic. It's catastrophic. When you live your life in that way where you're constantly trying to force, where you're not even paying attention to the rhythm of your life, you're doing catastrophic things to your spiritual and energetic health. But I mean, heaven forbid anyone tell you that, because you know everything, right? You've already ascended. You had that one primer cycle. You've already ascended. You know everything. No one can tell you anything. You've read the books. You've went to the workshops. Of whom? Another flawed human being just like you and I. You are listening to the lectures of another flawed human being just like you and I. So, Emmie, are you trying to say you know everything? I'm saying I'm just as flawed as you. Why the fuck would you ever take my word like it's the word of God? Get that shit directly from God. Get it directly from the source. And then come back to me, listen quietly as I reiterate the shit that I should not know. I shouldn't know this. How does she know this? How does she know this? Is she reading my mind? It's like she's reading my mind. Is she reading my mind? No. I'm sharing with you the same shit my soul is telling me. Wouldn't you know? Our souls talk to each other. Wouldn't you know? Apparently, there's some divine design to all of this, a design that most human beings are unaware of, completely unaware of. Ain't that some shit? Well, then, Emmie, how do we control this? If we're unaware, how do we control it? That's the thing, you're not supposed to. You're not aware your heart's beating. Does it stop beating because you're not thinking of it? I mean, can you stop your heart by thinking of it? You can stress yourself the fuck out with your thoughts and cause that heart to beat faster. Do you ever think of your heart throughout the day? Like, how are you still alive? You haven't been thinking of your heart and obsessing about your heart. You haven't been focusing on controlling it. You haven't been focusing on surrendering that heart. That heart, allow that heart to represent all of these concepts that spiritual people are telling you that you need to do in order for you to reach the higher level of spiritualness that they exist at. Because I promise you, it's the fucking gutter. It's the gutter. Just the utter gutter. Utter gutter. We need to make that a term. Utter gutter. Yeah, no, no, no. Trying to control your journey, which is represented by your heart, is the equivalent of me working out because I know this is what's healthy for me, and then freaking out that in my working out, my heart rate has accelerated. I mean, unless you're like a pro athlete, like really on top of your game and really, really have that mind muscle connection, I don't know that you're going to do. That's very rare to be able to do. It's very rare to be able to do. I can do that. I can consciously slow my heart. I never slow it to the degree where it's like I'm dead, but I can consciously slow my heart. You know how I do that? I have to let go of everything. I have to stop trying. I have to stop holding on. I have to stop with like this concept of what I'm going to do. I have to stop with this idea of what path I will take, which no. I have to get real quiet and real still, and nothing can interrupt me. I have to focus strictly on my heart and just observing it slow down. How does this apply to your spiritual journey? Because the more I focus on that heart and the more I try and slow it down, the more it goes faster because I'm stressing myself the fuck out. I don't want to fail. I don't want to fail. I have to prove I can do it. To who? To who? Are you aware? These people that you've convinced yourself you have to prove something to them are the very people who would love to see you fail and have evidence of that failure. You are? We're not aware, are we? Yeah. The people who want you to succeed, no, they're just waiting for you to tell them, like, guess what? I've succeeded. And then they're like, fuck yeah. Right? Yeah. These people who you have to prove something to, they didn't want to see you succeed. That's not what they were waiting for. They didn't want updates to see if you've succeeded. They're trying to measure how much more time before you can provide them with evidence of your failure. Or here's the thing. You can't fail. That's a human construct. And unfortunately for you, you're not just human. The body is human. You occupy the body, but you're something that's so far beyond human. Yeah. So you have human aspects, you have human experiences, you have a human identity, but are you only just human? You're not. So why do you keep living up to constructs that apply only to that aspect of yourself? Because no one's giving you permission to see you are so far beyond the limitations of nothing but the human parameters you're being given permission to exist within. Here's another thing. Why the fuck do you need permission for anything? For what? From whom? From whom? Like, case in point, I don't need permission from anyone to stop or start doing readings for any of the other signs. I just don't. I don't need to explain. I'm not obligated to go out of my way to make sure people understand me and any of that. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with the question. I'm just using that as an example. You know, like, I need to go out of my way to make sure people who don't really care to understand, like truly understand, I have to go out of my way to make sure they understand. But if they didn't want to really understand, then they really, like, because people who really want to understand, not only will they ask questions like that, they will observe and observe and observe. And you can't actually stop them from doing what they're going to do to try and understand. So why are you going out of your way to convince someone who's really not interested in knowing? They don't really want to understand you. They just want you to give them tidbits of something so they can finish what they're doing, which is either dismiss you or full on attack you. This is a lot of the human behaviors. Now, the world is not just a negative place. It's not. There's a lot of good people that still exist. There are a lot of people who love, who care, who have passion when it comes for the advocacy of those who have no voice. Many of us still exist. But just because we exist does not mean the paradigm we exist within is properly and healthily structured to support us in our healthy, balanced, divine existence. And you wonder why you're off balance. Because that's how the world is designed to be. Yeah, I mean, gender roles first and foremost. Like, oh, you can't wear that because that's the wrong color. Boys can't wear that. Girls can't wear that. Oh, I saw this one thing. It really irked the fucking shit out of me. So this person, at first it felt benign to me, but as I saw more posts, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all because This is someone who makes these posts, and it's kind of like structured in a way where they're just kind of trying to understand, like, oh, people are free to be who they are, but I don't get it. What do you guys think? And then I began to notice a trend. Um, why is it always just Caucasian people that you're posting about? What the fuck is that about? And then one of the final posts that I saw was this, like, I think he was like a CEO or something, a very successful Caucasian man who will up top will dress in a very sharp, well-tailored suit, and the bottom half will be a skirt of some kind, also well-tailored with high heels. And I was looking through the comments, I was already being struck in a different kind of way, but like, I'm really not feeling this shit. Um, and it was like, oh, I think he's just trying to get attention, and oh, maybe he is gay, and he's, like, oh, what does his wife think, and this and that. And I'm just like, okay, let me forward you a fucking article. Rappers, hip hop, galore, that whole fucking culture, musical culture of brown people, dresses, skirts, purses. Why are you only focused on how white people are fucking weird? Like, this is part of what's being introduced into the mainstream human culture. Got nothing to say about that. And I said, I think he just really has his own style. He likes skirts. He has fucking amazing legs. He fucking looks good in those skirts, and the juxtaposition of the masculine with the feminine, like, fuck yeah. The gravity of it. The masculine up top, what the world focuses on, how we identify when it comes to power. And when you allow yourself to see the whole being, who's actually carrying that shit? The feminine. The feminine. That's a fucking powerful statement right there. No, there's no way that he's hetero. That's what they said. There's no way that he's hetero. He has to be a closet gay. First off, when is it your fucking business to know someone's sexual orientation? How do you go from talking about fashion to then sexual orientation? If he wanted to discuss his sexual orientation, that would be discussed in the article. He states he has a wife. Take it for what it is. He states he has a wife. And so I brought up that article. A lot of rappers, a lot of hip hop people, R&B people in fucking feminine outfits. Why are you not saying they're gay? Oh no, they just got fat. No, 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 no. There's no differentiation. Nope. If this man is gay, they all have to be gay. So now that we've established that, what the fuck's wrong with being gay? Answer that. What is wrong with being gay? Oh, let's rewind it back. We need to discuss the racial. No, 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 no. We got to the heart of it. We got to the heart of it. Gender roles. Gender roles. You low-key have an issue with people not functioning in the way you tell them is okay to function. You have a problem with a heterosexual man cross-dressing. And he looked fucking good in it. Okay? I'm just saying. He had the legs to pull that shit off. If I had those kind of legs, I would be in a bikini bottom all fucking day. Yeah. Well, it wasn't a Scottish skirt, because I was like, what about kilts? And they're like, oh no, that's made for men. Okay, so you don't like his choice of skirts. Okay. Well, what about my Polynesian people who just wear fabric? Yeah, just tied at the waist. Mm-hmm. What about my Tongans, Samoans? What about my Hawaiians, Polynesians? All of them. What about them? They gay too? They can't exist either? We live in a world where everyone will have their opinions of what you can do, how you can dress, how you can behave. Hey, hella fucking people don't give me permission to be as spicy as I am. Spicy. Let it burn all the way the fuck down. Yeah, but I'm going to still be who I am. I'm going to still be who I am, because now we have to enter into this place where we don't need other people's permission to exist in the most authentic place within ourselves. Be you. No one is entitled to tell you how to live, who to be, how to act, how to communicate, what aesthetic you have to buy into, what programs you have to operate within. No. No. You say no to someone and they look at you like, how dare you say no? Ask them point blank, were you planning to do something to change that? Because I've given you my final answer. You look very upset. Are you planning something? Or do you have some sort of plan to force me to change my mind? Because that's a violation. That's a violation. You're violating my sacred and sovereign right to decide. Same thing with the people who are like, just do it already. Do what? How do you know I haven't done it? Oh, because I'm not telling everyone. I'm not doing that, like, this is my badge of honor. I saved you from what? What did I save you from? From what? I'm endangering children? Okay, so first, you don't know if I've had a medical procedure done that you're trying to pressure me into announcing to the world that I've done or not done. You don't know if I have. And you really want to protect children? As a mother who has breastfed exclusively for like 9 fucking years straight, I said that 9 years straight. Okay? As that type of mother, I witnessed firsthand when any of my other children are sick and they get in contact with me, my breasts immediately begin making custom tailored antibodies for my newborn. Every single time, the only one that doesn't get sick or barely gets the sniffles is the one that's breastfeeding. You want to really protect children? Stop fucking shaming women for feeding their children and creating the natural, powerful antibodies that will actually keep them safe through anything. How about that? How about that? Plenty of scientific evidence to show that science does not fucking know what's in breast milk. Maybe some components, what colostrum? That's one component. Did you know that based on your child's age, your body knows? Your body knows exactly what this child needs. The nutritional content, the fats, the amount of fat that's needed. Yep, your body adjusts for that. Yep, absolutely. Your body knows. Did you know breast milk can clear up pink eye? Conjunctivitis? Yeah. Anytime my kid would get pink eye, squirt some breast milk in there. I remember one time my mom. So my mom is a NICU nurse. Like, she works with the newborns who are really literally at risk of dying, like premature babies, babies born to mothers who had addictions during pregnancy, just really high risk neonates. And she knew that I'm very granola. I'm very a crunchy mommy. And she was the one that told me, because my kids started to have some congestion in their tear duct, which I was concerned it was going to become conjunctivitis. And she told me, just squirt some breast milk. And then one day she like walked in on me. The baby kept moving. I'm not a very good aim. It was like I was engorged. If y'all know what engorged is, y'all know what I mean. If you don't, that's when there's a backup of milk in the breast and they become rock hard, like implant hard. They become extremely large and rock hard, and it's hard to express some of that milk. And so I was trying to express some milk and get it in my newborn's eye to prevent and it was in his hair. It ended up shooting him in the ear. It was like literally everywhere. And she goes, "What are you doing to the baby?" Well, see, that's the thing. I was trying to express, and then letdown occurred, and then it like, oh my god, the baby. She goes, "You're too much." It was not intentional. Letdown occurred, and just, yeah, it's a talent. Y'all don't even be knowing. I'm so fucking talented. It's ridiculous. I can shoot clear across the room. I'm joking. Let me stop. Okay, let's stop. Let's stop. I gotta get going. I've been live for far too long. I love really talking in depth with you guys and allowing more of that like organic truth and message to come forward. And sometimes it takes a while for it to come out. So to those of you who continuously share a prolonged amount of time with me, I really appreciate your dedication and investment of your time and energy to yourself and a ripening of your understanding of yourself. Let's be clear, the investment is not always financial. Okay? There are some people who don't have the financial ability to invest in themselves, and they haven't considered saving for it to invest in themselves. And then we have other people who are unwilling to even invest the time into it. Like, really? You're upset that I've just spent nearly 3.5 hours of my time? Keep being upset, because I'm going to keep talking until my soul tells me to stop. With that, my soul has told me to stop. We're done, guys. School's out. Church is done. Can I get an amen? Yes. Amen. Amun Ra. All right, everyone. I hope that, whether my live streams are short, whether they're extra long, whether they're just right in the middle, that no matter what, You're able to receive messages for yourself that help to better redefine who you are, who you're becoming, that better help you to free yourself from all of these constructs, limitations, expectations of others, expectation of self. You're so much more than just that. You're so much more than just that. You're so much more than what people tell you you are. I'll leave you with one final reality. As much as you guys know about me, as much as I share in live streams, there is this depth of perception, experience, circumstance that I don't share publicly. And if you already have this amazing, beautiful, very loving stance on who you believe me to be, there's so much more of that I still haven't shared. How could I ever allow myself to just stop at this? I can't. So as I further ripen, I will become further comfortable with sharing more. And as I share more, you'll begin to really, truly see that depth. It cannot be quantified. And it's okay. It's okay for me to be so deep that it becomes scary when people realize, oh shit, I really might actually fucking drown here. It's okay. I'd never let you drown in my ocean. I don't want to have to dispose of your body. I'm joking. No. Okay, some dark humor. It's almost Halloween. Okay, give me a break. No, but seriously, I'd never let you drown. I'd never hold you at a depth that you just couldn't. That's not who I am. You're always free to go back up to the surface, get a gulp of air, or go back to the shore. That's okay. That's okay. I don't want to have to dispose of your body. That was good, right? I didn't even realize I was going to say that. But I couldn't pass it up. I couldn't. I had to. Michael goes, don't. Oh, you did it. It was fucking funny. Okay, guys, I gotta go. Please give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already subscribed. Please do subscribe. Turn on that notification bell. Join me when I'm live. He said I was supposed to go live later today to fucking do expedites for moon shit. Fuck no. I might go live sometime later this week. Maybe Tuesday or Wednesday or something like that. I don't know. And I'll do readings. I'll do expedites for readings and scans and whatnot. Probably just readings and scans. So definitely. Oh shit! It's a Pisces full moon. Is it really? Jesus Christ. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so emotional. But if I'm pregnant? Nah, it's just a Pisces full moon. That explains it all. That explains it all. Okay. That explains it all. All right, guys, I'm going to get going. That just ruined my whole day. That just ruined it for me. I'm gonna really hide. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I'll see you guys later. If I do go live today, if Michael twists my arm, I'll make a post. You guys will see. If you're subscribed, you should get a notification of when I am planning to go live. All right. Bye, guys.